Well, welcome. I'm Dr. Mike Scherschligt, and I'm the founder of the Movement of the Holy Family, and I want to share with you the most important event in modern history, the apparition of Mary, the Mother of God, to three children in a little backwater village of Fatima, Portugal, during World War I, actually 1917, on the 13th of each month from May to October, culminating with a public miracle, the miracle of the sun witnessed by more than 70,000 people and proclaimed the next day in secular newspapers. But many people don't know the details of this significant event that's even more relevant for our time today. Now, her message was very simple. Men have forgotten God, and the consequence of forgetting God is that we destroy ourselves, and we destroy each other, and we destroy the world. But we destroy things both here, and we can destroy ourselves forever in eternity in hell. So she comes, and she comes to call us to turn back to God. But she also gives us a mission, a rescue mission, because she's the mother of all people. All people on earth are her children. She wants all of her children in heaven. And so she's calling those who are listening to help her to rescue souls from going to hell. The most significant of these events occurred on July 13th, 1917. It began when Mary showed the three children, 10, 8, and 6, a vision of hell. And then she said to them, "You have seen hell where the souls of poor sinners go to save them. God wishes to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart. If what I say to you is done, many souls will be saved and there will be peace." Here, Our Lady gives us our mission. As I said, it's a rescue mission. She's asking us to join with her and her son to save souls from going to hell. Now, as I said, this occurred during World War I, and she gave a series of prophecies. She said, "The war is going to end, but if people do not cease offending God, a worse one will break out during the pontificate of Pius XI. When you see a night illumined by an unknown light, know that this is the great sign given you by God, that he is about to punish the world for its crimes by means of war, famine, and persecutions of the Church and the Holy Father." This happened just as she said. This night, illuminated by an unknown light, occurred on January 25th, 1938. Less than 2 months later, March 12th, Hitler annexed Austria, effectively beginning World War II. And who was the Pope? Pius XI. But during these prophecies, Our Lady also gave us a message of hope. She said everything could be prevented. She told us that World War II could have been prevented if we would have heeded her call. She said, "To prevent this, I shall come to ask for the consecration of Russia to my Immaculate Heart and the communion of reparation of First Saturdays." Then she continued this series of prophecies, all which are conditional, meaning if we do what she requests, they can be avoided or mitigated. She said, "If my requests are heeded, Russia will be converted and there will be peace. If not, she will spread her errors throughout the world, causing wars and persecutions of the Church. The good will be martyred, the Holy Father will have much to suffer, and various nations will be annihilated." Now, the errors of Russia, according to Lucia, one of the visionaries of Fatima, meant that Marxist atheism would spread throughout the world, infecting every institution. Our Lady asked for the consecration of Russia to her Immaculate Heart. This was accomplished by St. John Paul II on March 25th, 1984. Some people think it didn't happen, but we have proof. What's the proof? Immediately following 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev is elected the Secretary General of the Soviet Union. And he does something crazy. He implements glasnost and perestroika, openness, and restructuring. Then, on November 9th, 1989, what no one saw coming, the Berlin Wall falls. And in 1991, all former Soviet countries were granted independence and religious freedom. The consecration worked. And Christianity in the East, in all the former Soviet countries, is rising, while Christianity in the West is dying. See, the problem is men have forgotten God. In the East, it was forced on them by communist-mandated atheism. In the West, we're choosing it freely. We're choosing freely to turn away from God. This is why God sends Our Lady to call us back. The message was simple. God wishes to save the world through devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, consecration to Mary. But why Russia? Because Russia was the sign. It's as if God said, consecrate the country farthest away from me to the heart of my mother, and then see what happens. And when we finally did, they converted. It's a sign to the West that if we're going to turn back to God and prevent our self-destruction, we need to consecrate ourselves to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. The solution Our Lady offers, and the way that we can participate in the rescue mission: consecrate yourself to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Pray the Rosary every day. But don't do it alone. Everyone needs a team. Everyone needs a small group of family and friends with whom you can share your life and integrate your faith, where we can enrich one another with our gifts and stretch one another with our differences. And this is the very place that we can invite people who have not yet encountered the love of God. This is the rescue plan. This is what Our Lady is asking you to do. I want to invite you to take part in our daily Rosary podcast. You can find it at schooloffaith.com or simply go to dailyrosary.net. Help Our Lady rescue souls so we can all be happy together in heaven. Now, in our next episode, I'll share with you the very unknown apparition, but significant, the apparition of Our Lady at Garabandal, Spain. Thank you for having joined us. The Mother of God is appearing all over the world. No one knows it. We can prove it. Subscribe to the Holy Family School of Faith for more videos like this.